What's up everyone, Charles here. In this video I want to show you how you can successfully run the hotel booking web app source code. So if you need the source code is available on my Patreon. Unfortunately it's not free, and this is one of the best way that you can get to support my content. So if you click on this link, you'll notice that it opens on Patreon. So if you can't afford the source code, you can still watch through the video and you'll be able to successfully complete it and actually get to learn everything that you need to know about this application. But for you who don't want to watch the entire video, then you can just purchase the source code on my Patreon. And in this video, I'll show you how to set it up so that you can successfully run the source code. And it's actually pretty easy. All we need to do is to do some setup. First of all, we will set up Clerk auth. Then we will set up a SQL database and UploadThing for images and Stripe. And all we need from those platforms is either the secret key, the public key, and so on. So the first thing that you need to do is to click on this zipped file, and that will actually get to download the application. So I'll just do it right here and I'll go ahead and save. Then I'll come right here and I think I can open it. So what I'll do, you just need to extract. So extract all at that location so that it's no longer zipped, and then just delete that one, we no longer need it, then remain with this one which is extracted. Now once you extract, you'll notice that whenever you click, it has another folder in here. So what I like to do is to click on that folder, Control X to cut it, then come back right here where we have this main folder, and when I Control V, what will happen is that that particular folder will replace this one right here, and now when we click here, we have our code here. So we only have one root folder, which is a good thing. Now right here, I'll just type cmd to open this code on Visual Studio Code. So cmd, actually not Visual Studio Code, first it will open that on the command prompt, and then to open with Visual Studio Code, we'll say code space and then a full stop there or a period, hit enter, and that now will open the code on Visual Studio Code. And here is our code. And as you can see, when we come to the .env.example, we need to set up these keys. Okay, so what we will do, we will create a new file here and we'll call it .env, hit enter, and we copy whatever we have here, Control A, Control copy, and we paste right here. So I'll also zoom in a bit so that you see everything clearly. So I'll go ahead and save. So the first thing that we can set up is the Clerk publishable key and Clerk secret key. Okay, and then after that we'll come down here and we'll find a database URL. Then we'll set up UploadThing, and then we'll set up Stripe. So this is just easy steps. Okay, so we just need to go to Clerk auth. So just search for Clerk. Okay, let's add auth, and we click on Clerk auth here. So from here, I think I'll sign in. So I'll continue with GitHub, and as you can see, we are now logged in, and right here you'll see the different applications that you have. Okay, if you already have an application, you just click on it and find the keys, but you can as well create one. So here I'll say stay -survey, what will I say, EX for example, and then right here you'll select the options that you want to log in with. I'll go with the default email and Google, and I'll create the application. So right here you'll have the this.env local. As you can see, we already have Clerk publishable key. So all you need to do is to copy that key, copy, then you come right here and you paste it just right here. Then you go for the secret key. So don't use this one because I'll delete this application after I'm done. So you copy that key and then you just come and paste it here. Okay, very nice. Now we are done for Clerk, and we go now to the next step, which is the database URL. So for database URL, in the course we made use of planetscale for MySQL database, but planetscale removed the Hobbitire in most locations, and I gave you an alternative of Neon database. So Neon database is a PostgreSQL based database, so it is not MySQL, but since both are SQL based database, you can still use it, and I believe there will be no issues with it. So here just search for neon.tech, hit enter, then you will log in or sign up, depends on whether you have an account or not. And as you can see right here, I already have one free project, and as you can see, I can only have one free project. So what I can do, maybe I can just remove this one first. Is it possible to remove it? I'll delete it and then I'll show you how to set it up. It's very easy. You need to give your project a name. I'll just say Savvy. You can choose the Postgres version. I'll go with the default for the database name, and I'll just create the project. Then once we do that, you'll see we already get a connection string right here, and all you need to do is to copy that string. And once you copy, you'll come right here and you'll paste it right there. So we already have now a database URL. Now since we are now making use of Neon database, and in the course we made use of planetscale, you'll need to do some changes on your schema. So right here, we open the schema.prisma. Then right here I can just say I'll do later. We come right here and choose Prisma. Then from here you'll get instructions on how to set up your schema. So the first thing is to copy this code right here. So we will just change the provider to PostgreSQL. So when I come back right here, you'll see this is my SQL, but whenever I paste this one, you'll see that this is PostgreSQL. Okay, so we are just changing this provider to PostgreSQL, since Neon is PostgreSQL and not MySQL. So what I'll do, I'll just replace right here, and let me remove this one. So this remains, and also we also add this one, relationship mode, right there. Okay, now when we come back right here, you'll see the other step is to add a database URL, which we have already done. Now you'll notice that our schema is complaining, and that is because we have this native type which is not supported in PostgreSQL. So all you need to do is to remove it. So Control D to select multiple, select all of them, and then just remove it. Okay, and then another thing that is not supported, okay, I think I overdid it just once, and it will remove all of those. They were 3. Then this one is also not supported. I think defining full text indexes is not supported with the current connector, so it's not supported with PostgreSQL, so we also remove that one. Okay, I think everything is fine now, and I'll go ahead and save. And just like that, we have already set up our PostgreSQL. The other thing is to set up UploadThing. We use UploadThing for uploading images. So all you need to do again is to search for UploadThing. Okay, so actually setting up this application is straightforward. You just need to set up these keys. So from here, you'll just click on get started, or you sign in if you have an account. So I'll click on sign in. Is it going through? Sign in. I'll continue with GitHub here. And as you can see, I already have an application. So I think I can just delete this application. That's why I always recommend not to use my keys, because I get to delete them later on. So I'll delete that one, and we can create a new app. So if you are just starting out, you'll just create a new app and you'll give it a name. So I'll say Stay Savvy. Then this is optional, and we'll just create the application. Then once you create, you'll see here we have API keys, and here you get all your API keys. And if I copy that, then come back right here, I can actually just remove these two and paste what I copied. And just like that, we have set up UploadThing for images. And is this one this short? App ID, is it that short? Yeah, it is that short. Okay, no problem. So the other thing that you need to set up is your Stripe keys. Okay, so again, all you need to do is to open a Stripe account, or just log in. So I'll go to Stripe and I'll click on this one. Then I'll go ahead and sign in. So some countries are also not supported by Stripe, but I think you can select any country if you just want to learn. Okay, you can select any country, log in, and you'll be able to make use of Stripe. So right here, I'll just go ahead and log in first. Once you are logged in, you'll click on developers here, and you'll go to API keys, and right here you'll be able to get your publishable key and the secret key. So all you need to do right here is to copy your publishable key, come here and paste it right there. Then you'll need to copy your secret key. And you save. Again, don't use my keys because I'll delete all these example keys later on. So once you set up all these keys, believe me or not, you are almost done with the setup. Now all you need to do is to pop the terminal, Ctrl+J. You'll need to install all the packages that are available at the package.json file. So here is my package.json file. We have all these dependencies, and all you need to do is to run npm I, and that will install all the packages. It might take some time, so be chilled. Okay, and if you have a slow connection, it might actually take quite some time, because this is quite a number of packages that we need to install. So I'll wait and then we'll proceed. So once it completes, now all you need to do is to run npx prisma generate. You hit enter, and I think that was successful. The next thing, you run this command, npx prisma db push. You hit enter, and that will set up the Postgres SQL at Neon. And you can see your database is now in sync with your Prisma schema. And now right here, all you need to do is to run npm run dev now to run the application. So when I do that, it will run on localhost 3000, and I can use Control-click to open that on the browser. And it's loading here. Okay, there are two of them, and just like that, our application is running. We don't have any hotels because the database is new. So we can start by signing in. I think we can sign in with Google. So let's go to sign in. Then I'll sign in with one of my Google accounts. Okay, there are these hydration errors here. You don't need to worry about them. Once you deploy the application, these errors will not show. Okay, so don't worry about those. but as you can see, it is logged in now, and we have this account here. We also have these links now, and we can actually have this light and dark mode. Very nice. So all we need to do right here is you can add a hotel now. Let's see if it will actually create a hotel. So auth is working. What about adding a hotel? So we have this form, and I'll quickly fill the form. Let's just say beach hotel. I'll go with the dummy description there. I'll select a few amenities here. I'll choose an image, so you'll also see if UploadThing is working. Let's upload this logo, or maybe, I don't know, one of the channel arts. So this is where I designed some, some designs for the channel. Anyway, that is uploading. As it uploads, we can select a country. I love my home country, so I can just say Kenya here, and right here we select a state. Let's select the most popular city in the world, and right here I set a description, and now you can see the image here has already uploaded, and I'll just click on create hotel. It's creating, and hotel created. Very nice. And once it's created, you'll notice that right here we can now even add a room. So let's add one room. So I'll copy the name of the room there. It doesn't make sense, but it's just to show you that everything now is working right here as it should. We choose a room again, and yeah, I don't have an image to select here. Can choose that one. We set a price for the room, and I can say it's $1,000, which is super expensive. Then right here a bed count, 2 bed counts, and guest counts, 2 guests allowed. Bathroom count, 2 bathroom count. That is why it's expensive. Breakfast price in USD, let it be 500, super expensive as well. King size bed, 1 king size bed and 1 queen size bed. And just like that, we create the room. The image is uploaded, UploadThing is working, and once we create the room, there we go. The room is there. And amazingly, if we come now to the home page, there we go. We have our beach hotel right there. And if I click on it, we get to more details about that particular hotel. So as you can see, setting up the application is super easy. You can go ahead and also test if payment is going through, and it should. Or should we also test it? We just select a date. So I'll say from date 14 Valentine to date 15 we are in this hotel, and then we'll include breakfast and we'll book the room. So when we click on book room, it's loading, and it will take us to right here where we need to complete the payment. We use some dummy information here, and the test card will be 42424242424242, provided by Stripe 444444, any future date, any CVC, and we pay now. Payment is processing, and voila, payment is successful. And if I come right here and we go to my bookings, you'll be able to see the booking was successful, payment is successful, and here it is. And as you can see, it's successful and reserved. So we have successfully run the source code, and also make sure that everything is working, and that is all you need to do to run the application. It's not that hard, right? Now, if you want to deploy the application, I already have a video on that. You can either come to this full course and then go to the very last part of it to deploy it to Vercel. You see how you can do it, or you can go to the channel, then you'll find for this particular series, okay, Next 14 full stack hotel booking app. then you'll scroll to the very bottom and you'll get the deployment video right here. And that is it about this video. If you enjoy my content, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.